So this is the drainage grate in front of our door. What this does, or is supposed to do, is prevent water from coming in the door. However, after the crazy rains last week, we came in and all that carpet all the way in there was soaking wet because this is clogged with decades, I'm assuming, of gunk. So I went searching, and right over here, I found this little guy. That's the drain. It was covered with weeds because that also was clogged. So step one is dig this out. Step two, run something through there to push all that dirt out. See where we get to. All right, so we got it completely dug out now. We found the pipe. It's right there. It's definitely clogged, so I'll run a snake down it to get it unclogged down there. At the very least, even if it doesn't drain just with the way levels are, I mean, this is probably, if I had to guess, a 100-year-old trough and drain setup. At the very least, it's probably close to 2 or 3 gallons of water that this would hold and definitely keep from coming in the store. Only big problem is there are definitely some holes and some cracks a couple places, and I felt down in there and it's gravel. So I'm guessing that's the gravel foundation, or under the foundation, under the sidewalk. So I'm gonna hit the landlord up, get some patch from him and patch these holes up, and she'll be good as new. So hit up the landlord, did some more work on this trough, and I think it's taken care of, at least for now. So let me show you guys quick. So here is our trough. I should have taken some pictures or some video after we cleaned it out. So we let all that dirt dry, and then after it all dried, I vacuumed it, then used this bristle brush, this chisel, this hammer to really get it cleaned out. I chipped out some of the smaller cracks to make it wide enough to patch per the instructions, and we went to town. Now, I ended up having to use more than I planned to because I don't know how well you guys can see it, but right here, the drain pipe, underneath, I could actually fit my fingers in all like the dirt and grossness. So we cleaned that out and I filled it, but as I filled it, it made a wall that was probably about this tall, so no water was getting through because this whole section had gotten water under it and collapsed. So I filled in these holes, and I'm dumb because I forgot to put this guy back in and just patch over that, but I probably would have had enough Quikrete and some left over if I didn't have to do that. Anyway, lesson learned for next time, know where all your puzzle pieces are. So what I did then was, I mean, this, once I cleaned it out with the wire brush, this was cracked all along here and all along here. There are some pretty big cracks here. This hole was large. There was a good crack in a hole right there. Up along here, there were some cracks. You can see here I did the bottom portion, some leftover stuff. And of course I had this guy here and this guy here, and I don't know if you can see it on that side, but it does come inside. Now, my concern was this fills up water and it leaks through this. So I did all this. The ledge here was missing, so the metal grates would not sit right. And so what I did is I just took a piece of rectangle stock. It was slightly smaller than this, thinner than this guy, but longer by about, I don't know, 9 inches. And I laid it across the top on 2 ledges that were still there, built up underneath it, and then backfilled behind it and on top of it. I don't know if this metal piece will stay permanent, but at the very least, it's gonna act sort of like a form and hopefully build up a ledge that these metal grates can sit on again. The only thing, let's see if we can see in there. So I, along here, filled in. I mean, I could put my finger on either side of this pipe here. So I filled in, I tried to smooth it out the best I could to get it to where things flow. There is a little bit of unevenness right here. I'm hoping water doesn't sit. And this, I think, is maybe just a smidge taller than actually right here. So I might have a little bit of standing water, but nothing that I or anyone else, I think, would cry about. But I wanted to give you guys an update. So it's getting pretty late here. I'm gonna pack up shop, pun intended, and go home. Ooh, my hair's crazy. It's because I just took my full face respirator off. I'm also doing the office right now. If you haven't checked out that video, probably will go up before this one. Head over, check that out. Yeah, it's a whole thing. But I also wanted to work on this a little bit before I leave today. Wow, that looks super rough. Oh, okay, well, let me show you what we're working with here. Okay, so as you guys know, we patched this all up and it's looking good, right? It's still drying. I just patched it last evening, so it hasn't even been 24 hours yet, which is the initial cure time, and it's like I think like a week or something like that. But this drain is clogged. You can see here I was messing around with it a little bit, and so what I'm gonna do, I already tested out using the hose. The hose is the perfect diameter to fit through, and the hose for the vacuum shop vac's long enough. When I was messing around and shoving it through, it didn't really meet any resistance. But I know on the street side over there that there's definitely a blockage. So I'm gonna use this here busted up, flattened out fishing pole. And I'm gonna, it should be flexible enough, and I'm gonna try to go through here. This is sort of the ghetto way to do it. But, you know, sometimes it's how you have to roll. And I figure if I can get that in there all like that, oh yeah, look at that. All right, so I mean, doesn't seem to actually be a blockage. So I'm wondering if there wasn't just an initial blockage here, and if there's just like an initial blockage at the road here. So we're gonna wait for traffic to stop. Hey guys, how you doing? What's up? How you doing, brother? All right, so it looks like we got some stoppage there. Oh, but this nice lady's gonna stop right where we need her not to. So I'm gonna try to do this real quick. Try not to get hit by all of these nice people. All right. So the blockage is definitely worse at the other end. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the shop vac. I'm gonna run the hose through, gonna vacuum some out, see where we get on this side, and then see if I can do it a little bit more on the other side. Holy cow, I mean, I know some of you guys think it's funny when I talk about my crazy hair, but it's just uncontrolled today. See if we get cut some freaky guys out with my short haircut. So I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna see if I can set it up somewhere. Once again, I forgot the tripod. I think I'm gonna make merch at some point and have a shirt that says, I forgot the tripod. So we're gonna go ahead and vacuum some of this out and see where we get, and then I'll do the street side. All right. All right, so I got pretty far in. I'd say I grabbed the hose where it sort of got jammed up, and it made it, whew, low bridge. It made it about, uh-oh, that's a problem. I have to find an adapter for this so we can finish this job. But it made it, I'd say, all but like, I don't know, a foot from, maybe 9 inches from the edge of the curb. So I'm gonna find a different extension cord now and see if I can't, you know what, I think I just found one. I did. Oh, let's see, right there. So this one that previous owner has running these lights. Oh, well, Merry Christmas. Perfect size. So I'm gonna go ahead, get this down, run the extension cord out there so I can reach the hose to the curb side and see if we can't get the rest of this thrown out. And I don't know, maybe we'll have a drain before it rains tomorrow. All right, so I got this guy's plugged into that one. We have our vacuum hooked up, and when I was moving it spilled, so I emptied it quick. But this gave me an idea. I use the blower function on shop vac, so you know where it comes out, you can hook a hose to that. You have a mini blower. And I was blowing off all the extra dust because I didn't want to be breathing in because it's all the grossness from inside the office. So I blew that off while I had my dust mask on. But then I had the bright idea, well, I wonder if I put that hose back in the drain on the store side on the blow, see if we can't get it to maybe blow out some of the dirt. I don't know, a little bit of a crazy idea, but I'm gonna try it quick. So as you guys can hear, this thing's humming because I want to show you something quick. Look at that. It's blowing. This man's it's open. So talk about excited that a crazy idea worked, an idea crazier than my hair. So So let me turn this off. So that's awesome. That means that's cleared out. I'll probably still put it in the other side real quick, vacuum out some of the extra. But if air can make its way through, water can make its way through. I'm gonna see if I have a big bucket too that we can test this real quick. Well, not real quick. I'm gonna clean out that side and then we'll maybe test it to see if we have water that makes it all the way through. All right, so we have an unclogged drain. Let's see if we can see. I poked my head. You might see it on the time lapse, but I poked my head down. But if you look, there's light. Now you can see it's a little bit off kilter there. It looks like got a little bit of stuff going on up top, but that's because when they redid the asphalt on the street, it half covered, a third covered the opening on the other side. But I mean, look, you can see when the cars pass by right there. So yeah, we got light. There is more dirt in there. I don't know how much of that I can get. Hopefully it just washes out. Now, one thing that's weird is, I don't know if it's an optical illusion or not, but when I looked from the other side of the street, whoa, it seemed as though the pipe might have been angled the wrong way. I'm not sure, but I guess we'll find out. I hope not, because if it is angled the wrong way, we essentially just made like a speeding, overflowing drain here. I don't know. The distance from the top of the curb, I believe, I don't know, about 2 inches this side. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe it drains the wrong direction, but also there's a grade to the sidewalk, so we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe I'll dump some water in there quick. The concrete's mostly cured, and we'll find out. But thank you so much for tuning in. I think we're gonna put a final stamp of approval on this for the most part. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share it, hit the notification bell so you know when I put out more sweet, dope, super drip videos. Yeah, I said it. Anyway, true story though. Till next time, have fun.